All right, here is checkpoint 2. Right, I think it's checkpoint 2. Let me see here. Yep, checkpoint 2. So I'm going to read it to you, and then I want you to solve it on your own. So pause, solve it, and then come back and see if you got the same thing I did. It says, find the height of the tree in the figure. So here's the figure, right? So we have a tree, it's slanted, right? It's slanted this way towards the sun, and it casts a shadow. And so we've got this triangle here, okay? And what do we know? We know the angle of elevation from the ground from the tip of the shadow to the top of the tree is 23 degrees. Okay? The angle that from the vertical, or the angle that it creates, not from the vertical, but to the ground, is 98 degrees, right? Or excuse me, not 98, 96. 96 degrees. And we're going to say the height of the tree, right, or the length of the tree, since it's tilted, we'll say is h. And the length of the shadow is 30 meters. And so we want to find h. So go ahead and do that, and then come back. Okay, so what do we know? So here's the thing. We know this side, and we know these two angles. So we need to know this angle here. So I'm going to subtract 96 and 23 from 180. So let's just label this A, B, C, B, C, and H. Well, let's call this H. Doesn't matter. Okay? So the missing side, or the angle here, is going to be 180 degrees minus 23 degrees minus 96 degrees, right? I mean, we don't even need to label this, to be honest with you, right? As long as we know what we're doing. Oops, except that we need to we need that. Okay? So we know the missing angle is going to be what? So 119, so subtracted from 180. So that's going to be 61 degrees, right? So we know this is 61 degrees. And so now we need to find h. H is opposite this 23 degrees here. Okay? So let's do h over sine 23 degrees, and that has to be equal, by the law of sines, has to be equal to what? 30 over sine of 61 degrees, right? So now we can solve for h. So h is going to equal 30 times the sine of 23 degrees over sine of 61 degrees. And so again, have your calculator and make sure that, of course, it's in degree mode. And we're going to do 30 times the sine of 23 divided by the sine of 61. And we get 13.40 meters. 13.40 meters. And that is the approximate length of the tree or height of the tree. Have a great day.